All go, all the excitement today. Lots of people popping in and saying hello and congratulating those here at Clonmel Credit Union for 60 years in operation, of course, serving its members. Earlier on, Minister of State Jennifer Carroll McNeill popped in and I was able to ask her a few questions, and one of them was that credit unions, they're in her family.
That's right. My dad was the first manager of the Tullamore Credit Union 60 years ago when he was a university student. He did it during the summer to see if people would come and try it out, on a 5-day-a-week basis. Would it work? And it did work. Sure, of course it worked. And it's great. They had their 60th birthday, and now Clonmel is having its 60th birthday. And you can see what a positive part of the town it is. And it's just so exciting for me to be here today. Newly refurbished building. Anybody that hasn't come in needs to come in and see this fantastic contemporary credit union and what they're offering to their community. It's brilliant.
Of course, a question that I got asked from Celine and from Porrick, who's looking over my shoulder, is, was I a member? Are you a member?
I am not. My mum worked in the bank in AIB when I was growing up,
right.
And so when you sort of follow the path of your parents. I got one of those little whiz kid saver boxes when I was about 6 or 7. She worked at AIB, so I wasn't. So I've come to the credit union, as minister now, despite it being in my family background. But I love being part of it. I love seeing the current accounts that people are offering. For example, here they got the community schools involved in designing the debit card, the current account debit card, and seeing how quickly the credit union movement is becoming more and more contemporary, more expansive, leading into more parts of people's lives, like mortgage lending, like SME lending. Already it does a huge line in personal loans and so on. But the opportunity for credit unions now to really lend into the community is hugely significant. It's a once in a generation opportunity in many respects. There's so much money on deposit and quite a lot to lend. Like, their loan to asset ratio is very low, and I think there's a real opportunity for this credit union, and indeed every credit union, to lend an awful lot more of members' money back to the community. People want to retrofit their homes, maybe get a new car, but it's about business lending and now mortgage lending as well in particular. And we're seeing, I was so excited to hear how many inquiries there are a week in this credit union for mortgage lending, which is a great sign.
And of course, surplus made by Clonmel Credit Union, it goes back into the community as well, to its members, which for a business is strange to hear, but it's members supplying members in a way.
This is the best thing about the credit union. It is a community bank of the community and for the community. It's about managing people's money safely in a connected, very democratic way. The directors come from the community. You have professional managers who are managing everything very carefully and within a carefully regulated system. But it's not a profit-making model. It's a model for the community. We can lend out our own members, our own community's money to each other in a really positive, constructive way, and also sustain the business now for the next 60 years by doing that. Credit unions have to lend in order to stay viable. You know what I mean? You have to have the business activity, and you can certainly see that in Clonmel Credit Union, and you can see how that's going to get bigger and bigger. But the best thing about it is it's a community bank. And I have the opportunity to travel to talk about financial services right around Europe in different European financial centres and capitals and so on. And what I am so proud of always is to be able to talk about the Irish credit union movement, because nobody else has it like we have it. And they keep trying to set up community banks. They keep talking about community banks. And I'm able to be in the room and say, well, guess what we have? We have this phenomenal community bank system, credit union system, which is physically located in every town in Ireland. Different sizes, reflecting the different sizes of towns, but physically located there, whose members come from the community, whose directors come from the community to serve the community with a human face. I'm always so proud to be talking about the credit union movement internationally, and to get to come to Clonmel and see this magnificent new building, this contemporary credit union lending out in the way that it is and will continue to. It's just a great day.